dun, dun, dun. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, I'm doing some streaming. Doing some streaming. Um, yeah, so I've been fooling around with uh, Open Broadcast Caster software. Is that whatever? OBS. And found out I could use my iPad as a source, so I'm just trying it out and doing a little drawing here. This is nothing serious, although it may wind up being something for another project that I'm working on. There, mute that. So there went the 20-second delay, huh? Sorry. Yeah, so I've got my iPad added as a source, so I can now stream while I draw and Procreate on YouTube, which it has a streaming feature of its own. I've never gotten it to work ever, so this is kind of a novelty for me, trying this out. And I just have a little, this is more of a doodle than anything, but I've got this idea for a comic, a very unserious comic. I've got a graphic novel that I'm working on that has been inspired by my kids, my family, and that's kind of a serious project, serious undertaking. And this is more of a lark. This is something that I'm just going to do just for fun, because it's tough to work on that other project. Sometimes just on and on without just wanting to. Sometimes I just want to draw and doodle and sketch and whatnot. And it's good to have times when you do just that. So that's sort of what this is about. So I added a bunch of sources in OBS. I had this Zoom H1 mic laying around that I had when I was doing a lot of GoPro filming, and I never really used it. It's just something, I read it was a good mic, got it, and just never really used it. But I found it laying around somewhere, and I thought, well, I bet I could use that with the streaming stuff, and I tried using it, and it just came out sounding really high-pitched and stuff. So when I listened to the webcam mic, it sounded, decent. So I thought I would just go with it, and that's what I've been using. Well, I could still use the webcam mic, but I thought, well, why not give that other mic another go, because it is supposed to be a good one. And so I figured out I had to change my sample rate in the audio properties, because the sample rate in OBS is 44.1, and the sample rate of the handy recorder is 44 even. And it was just that slight difference is what made it sound like I was a munchkin. So, and another reason why I wanted to go ahead and try to use this is that my chair is very creaky, and I was finding that a lot of creaky sounds emanating from my chair that you guys don't need to hear. So the audio quality should be much improved with using this microphone. So it's another Monday. I didn't do my normal time today because just busy doing other things. There are other things that need to be done. So, and I kind of wanted to get this straightened out and working. And it was all surprisingly easy. The next thing I want to try is that there's a a little app that you can get for the iPhone where you can use it as a video source. And I'm really keen to try that out, because I think that would be really, it's a much better camera, right, than this Logitech camera. And that way I could have more cameras. Right now I'm using the iSight camera on my computer, and it's okay. It's a fine camera, but I can't. I'm limited to where I can put it, and it's maybe not the perspective I want, that kind of thing. So yeah, having options is never a bad thing in my opinion. So the idea behind this picture is just that this little guy's, carrying this really heavy load. So yeah, I love just doodling and drawing in Procreate, and it's a lot of fun. And I like the OBS software that you can include so many sources. So I've got some things down there. I think I'll put maybe a slideshow or something just to fill up the space, because the iPad is 4:3. I'm recording stuff in 16:9, so just fill up the space a bit. Alright, well, just kind of doodling around here. Little guy carrying a big load here of what? Some kind of machine parts. Not really sure what he's carrying, but there's a lot of it. This is a brush I made myself. It's mostly a Gasinski ink brush with a little modification here and there. So I also saw a video someone posted about how streaming hurts your channel, and I was like, oh, that's not good. So I'm actually recording this stream too. So, well, maybe I should record, like pretend like I'm streaming, but record it and then upload it normally. I guess like a vlog or something. I don't know, but anyway. Got to figure all that stuff out, or not. I mean, this is not nothing critical about any of this. Just doing it for fun. Hopefully you enjoy it too. Somebody. Anybody. Cool, so that's working out pretty good. Yeah, I just had the idea to do it this way and went for it. So cool. So there he is, a little guy carrying some stuff. So let's put some color in. So I've heard that due to the immense pressure of humanity, the Sonic trailer is going to be, or the Sonic movie is going to receive some changes. Oh yeah, so they're changing the design of the character due to pressure from people. Oh, it's great. Very great. It is just a terrible looking, well, whatever, I don't know, what do you call that? Not even sure how to characterize some of that stuff. Yeah. Bowing to the pressure. This is all machinery, but I like to throw in some color here and there. These are all just greebles, right? I just kind of made them up as I went along. But some of them might be like, airplane or vehicle parts, hatch covers, that kind of thing. And so they may have some color to them. I don't often just straight up paint in Procreate, which is kind of sad because obviously it's a painting program. That's what it's for. Well, I mean, it's good for, it's very good for drawing too, but excels at painting. I don't know, that doesn't sound like the proper way to put that, but anyway, yeah, it's good stuff. How about that? Let me just say it's good stuff and call it a day. It's top drawer. Top drawer. So we've been watching Game of Thrones, but we're way behind because we're all adults. We have schedules and kids and things, and so we're trying to watch it with some friends of ours, and they have kids too. It's just it's hard to get it in. So, which we've been pretty intentional about it, but still we're still behind. I think I have seen some spoilers though, which I will not relate, but I think if it's what I think it is, it's pretty cool. So I'll just leave it at that. We did I'm just thinking of things to say basically, but things that have been going on, and we did a May the 4th be with you race. So, I'm not a Star Wars geek like some folks. I guess I would say that I'm like a normal level of Star Wars fan. I know most of the characters, and basic premise and all that stuff, right? And I've seen all the movies so far. Not ventured into the comics or anything like that, so I don't know anything about the comics or novels or television series that they have had. And there were people at the race that I did not recognize, so I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, I guess. Just kind of a normal one. Normal level of Star Wars fan, if that's a thing. If there is such a thing. Crank my brush up real ruddy big, yeah. You know, I was ranting the other day about Star Wars. Why do I always talk about Star Wars? You would think I was a super fan, as much as I mentioned Star Wars on this channel, but I'm really not. Which was the point of what I was saying. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think it's fine to be a super fan of anything that you love, you know? I mean, why not? It's just, you're just having fun, right? So, there's just not anything these days that I really geek out over, except maybe this new Dune movie. You know, Dune has long been my favorite book, aside from the Bible, and it's just, you know, it's an incredible book. I love it. I have moderately high hopes for this adaptation. Don't know much about the guy that's doing it, but I know he's French, and my hope is that he might respect the material a little bit more than David Lynch did. Man, what a train wreck! I've seen the documentary, Jodorowsky's Dune. If you get a chance, definitely check that out. It's hilarious. It's cool. It's very nice. If you're into art like I am, there's lots of pictures by Chris Voss and Mobius from where they worked on the film. Incredible. Just incredible. Storyboards that Mobius did for it. Makes me want to watch it. Thinking about it now, so. But in that documentary, Jodorowsky describes going to see the David Lynch version of Dune. You know, see, he tried to, he unsuccessfully attempted to make Dune, and didn't quite get there, and so he goes to this film. He said he was walking in like like an old man. He's just all broken down because he was sad, because he thought David Lynch is, you know, he was a high caliber dude at the time, right? So he just knew this movie was going to be, just the best ever. And then he said as he watched the movie, he started to get happy because he realized it was terrible. And it was. It was, unfortunately. But, you know, he was wanting to take a lot of liberties with the book, too. In fact, I don't think he ever read the book. He was just, he wanted, in his words, to make a film. She was a prophet. That's ambition right there. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, there's a little sketch of a guy carrying a big load of junk done in Procreate. So I've streamed about 20 minutes. I think that's good. And it was just a test to test out the streaming capabilities here on my iPad, and that seems like that works out swimmingly. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side of things. I'll do a little oh wait, it's still streaming. Okay, let me try that again.